December 15th, 2016. Guys, you're looking at images from yesterday and today of our sun. Now, we had the same problem last week. We had this large blue-purple area called a coronal hole turning Earth-facing. We saw 7 and up to 8.0 earthquakes. Now, that's bad in a way, but in another way it's good, and I will explain that before the end of the video. But as the sun goes into solar minimum, it weakens the Earth's shields. And then all of a sudden you turn this large blue area around Earth-facing, and it goes from all the way to the top pole of the sun, all the way down to the equator here. And as it turns, it may expand even further down. But as this happens, you have a solid stream of solar wind pouring straight through the blue holes. It's like a clear day on Earth. I know you've heard me say this before. But solar wind speed is down 385. It's still just a hair high, but we saw it peaking over 700 last week when we were seeing the quakes. Then that coronal hole that we had then turned to the right. This one's reforming. The problem is, and we talked about this before, is you've got now a 12.4% increase in gamma radiation that's penetrating into our planet and through our shields. It says, why are they intensifying? Because the main reason is the sun. And guys, I've shown you this chart before. Solar storm clouds, such as coronal mass ejection, sweep aside the cosmic rays when they pass by Earth. But that's during a solar maximum. The CMEs are abundant. Cosmic rays are held at bay. So as we get this increased solar stream from those coronal holes, we're going to back off on the gamma radiation just temporarily. But the problem lies with this, and they've been knowing about it for a while, but since the Voyager satellites left what's called the heliosphere. Now, the magnetosphere is what protects the Earth. It's our shields. But the sun creates a heliosheath in a heliosphere that protects the entire solar system. So when we go into solar minimum, not only do the Earth shields get weaker, but the entire solar system shield gets weaker, called the heliosheath. Now, as the two Voyagers left, now this is old news, but they quit talking about it when they discovered what was going on. As these two Voyager satellites going out in different directions left the solar system, they encountered, guys, a massive, super hot gas cloud pressing in on the heliosphere. Now, the problem with that is we're going into a solar minimum. That weakens the solar shield for the entire solar system, the heliosphere. Solar system is passing through a cloud of interstellar material that shouldn't be there. Notice the timestamp, 2009. Then they quit talking about it. Now we're seeing increased gamma radiation, 12.5% per year. It says the cloud is called the local fluff. It's about 30 light years wide and holds a wispy mix of hydrogen and helium atoms, according to the NASA statement. Stars that exploded nearby 10 million years ago should have crushed the fluff or blown it away. That's what they thought. Now here is computerized graphics depicting what we're talking about. The sun is to the left in the blue area, guys, in that white center. Then you see the gas cloud to the right. Now, there has been particles penetrating our heliosphere for a long time, and some of them are antiprotons. You understand what I'm talking about? But the gamma radiation is increasing. Now, if you'll look where it says ribbon in the red section there, you can see the edge of it. But this indicates in the blue side the heliosphere. Now, in the center is the sun and all the planets. The gas cloud is what the two Voyager satellites encountered, and they knew it was going to get stronger, but they've released very little information about it since that point. Here, again, let's switch images. The sun's to the left. You see the curve right through the B in ribbon? That is the normal heliosphere. It's been penetrated. Now, there's a satellite called IBEX. It's part of the IBEX program, part of NASA, and they have found these models of this super massive wave of gas. It's a giant cloud, and we're not looking at the globe here, guys. We're looking at the sky map. This is on the edge pushing in, and this was in 2009 as we were entering. Remember, the sun is moving forward at 65,000 miles per hour, and everything's rotating around it as it moves, and we're moving into this gas cloud. the reason I'm doing the video is because we were told that we were going to see problems with gamma ray burst and multiple different sources over the next few months. Now, one thing that's going to happen, and not a lot of people know about this, but they've discovered a third radiation belt. If you look at the image to the right, the orange areas are the radiation belts. They knew about the first two, but the third one was just discovered. That is forming because of this building penetration through the heliosphere towards the Earth's magnetic shields. Now, when this compression starts moving in on the heliosphere, it's going to compress the Earth's shields, the magnetosphere. When that occurs, this extra radiation and the radiation in the other radiation belts, guys, will be compressed too. We've been told that the auroras will start changing colors. It makes perfectly good sense to me. But this is one of the things we're looking at, guys. There's some other things I'm looking at too, and we'll put them in other videos about incoming and where our solar system is in as far as the entire galaxy. Guys, you're looking at new images of Comet Honda. It's getting brighter. You're starting to get a tail off to the left. That means that we're starting to get more and more glow as it gets closer to the sun. I'll have a full update on Honda, guys. We hope to start getting closer and closer the chances to observe it in clear skies as we go through the weekend. Depends on where you're at. But this is from ground-based telescopes in New Mexico. So it's not space images. So we know that we're starting to get into that point. We're already seeing it on Secchi. I'll have a full update on Comet Honda, guys, coming up. It's a heads up. Be safe. We'll see penetration of radiation coming in from the gas cloud. We will see this extra radiation from this third, second, and first belt of